So here I have a pumpkin pie, a 15-kilogram pumpkin pie, sitting on a 40-degree ramp attached by a rope across a pulley to a can of whipped topping. Now, according to the information given, it's moving at a constant speed towards the left. So since I know this is moving at a constant speed, this tells me that my net force has to be equal to 0 newtons. So whatever's going left and whatever's going right has to cancel off. Now, of course, going left, there is the FGX from the pie. Okay, now that is the only thing trying to cause this thing to go left. I mean, there's also friction involved, but friction would be going up the ramp. Since the pie is trying to go down the ramp, the force of friction must be going up the ramp. Now, the other thing pulling it towards the right is the whipped cream. So we've got the force of gravity from the whipped cream over here is also trying to pull it towards the right. So we've also got that FG trying to pull it this way as well. So I've got the FGX from the pie pulling it left. I've got the friction and the force of gravity from the whipped topping pulling it right. And since the net force is going to be equal to 0, those two things have to cancel out. So if I start with my FGX for my pie, calculate FGX is mg sine theta, I can find out that my force of gravity for my pie is about 95 newtons. So there's 95 newtons trying to pull the pie down the ramp. Well, if there's 95 newtons trying to pull it down, there must be 95 newtons trying to pull it up. So they two can cancel off and you have a net force of 0. If I check my force of friction on my pie, which would be mu mg cos theta, I can calculate that there's approximately 70 newtons of friction. So if I need 95 newtons to hold the pie back, and friction is going to supply 70 of it, that tells me that I need to have 25 newtons from my whipped cream to hold it back altogether. So I've got 95 newtons pulling it down from FGX. I've got 70 newtons of friction holding it back. I also have to have 25 newtons from the can of whipped cream to hold it back. So now that I know that the Fg is 25 newtons for the whipped cream, I can calculate the mass of the whipped cream. So it'll be the force of gravity of the whipped cream divided by g. So it's 25 divided by 9.81. And I find out the mass of the whipped cream is approximately 2.5 kilograms.